Hey, hello guys, so you're welcome today again. Like I told you from the previous video where we set up where we do the setup, okay. I told you my next video will be how we can analyze the uh, indicators, how we can analyze the setup, how we can trade this, how we can use this setup to trade, okay. So I believe you have watched the first video where we talk about how we can set up the platform, okay. And I hope by now would have set up your own platform and you are ready to make money, okay. I will be very glad because I know that as much as I want to make money myself, I want to share to as much as you guys to make money as well. So if you are a member of my channel, I am happy for you. Congratulations, because you are going to make a lot of money using my system, okay. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do, because from now on we are going to be uh, discussing, showing, training on different strategies and making money altogether, okay. So what is working, what is not working, I will let you know from time to time, okay. This is the time for us to print money uh, from binary.com, okay. So like I said before, if you have not uh, registered with binary before, now you can go ahead to this video description. You will see a link to register for binary account and get your account verified. Then your fund, you can start with as low as $10, but if you have up to $100, it will be very advisable, because you can't compare someone trading with $100 with someone trading with $1, okay. Likewise, someone trading with $1,000, you can't compare with someone trading with uh, uh, just $100, okay. So it's just like this trade I entered right now. You can see it's making, in less than 30 minutes, it's making $12 already, which I entered the trade with $100, you can see. So imagine I have a capital of about $1,000 or $500. I can be bold enough to start trading with $100, okay. Can be bold enough to start trading with $100. And when your market your trade enter like $10, $20, depending on how much you have watched the trade, okay, you can just close the market and take your profit. It will be very fast. It's not like someone who is trading with $1 or $2. You can see with my strategy, I'm not bothered. You can see when I showed you it was $10. Right now it has dropped to $5. It's even dropped up to $2, but I'm not bothered because I know what the market I entered. Okay, you can see it has up to $12 right now, okay. So I know the market I entered, and I don't bother because I have a target time where I am targeting to close the trade. So but you can close the trade, you can take the $10 as a profit, you can take the $80 as a profit, $100. It's something, okay. If you have this times 10, or let's say times 10 in a day, that is $100 you have made for that day. That is not a change, okay. So the higher your capital, the higher your potential, your frequency to make quick profit and leave the market, okay. A forex market is not where you be greedy. You take the profit as much as you can based on your target for the day and leave the market, okay. Don't be greedy. That is one thing about forex, okay. So no matter how, there's no strategy that is 100%. Every strategy, even if it has up to 99%, that 1% is that where you will take a principle, okay, where you take a principle. So one thing is very important in forex trading, money management, and you must be a principle somebody, okay. So in my next video, like as I told you, and before I go on, like as I told you, you don't have an account before, just go to the description, go to this video description. You will see a link to register for binary.com account, and you will see a link to the previous video where you can watch, if you have not watched, how to set up the technical analysis, the indicators and all that. Okay, so right now I want us to look at how we can enter a trade, and we will be glad to take profit and make money on a daily basis. So for instance, I wouldn't want this video to be too long, so make sure you pay attention to this. Okay, so for instance, you can see that this market, you see from this vertical line to this vertical line, you can see this black line is 24 hours. From here also to here is 24 hours. Okay, so you can see that this market now for over 3 days has been going up, has been on bullish trend. Okay, so has been on bullish trend. It's a very good market that if you have entered at this at this place, you would have been making a good lot of money. Okay, that is if you have allow your trade to be running. Okay, but I don't advise you allowing your trade to be running until you master the whole trading system and you've been able to raise your money. Okay, you've been able to raise your money to a capital that can withstand any negative move. Okay, so you can see like this is going on negative right now, but I'm not bothered. You can see how much I used to enter the trade is $100, and I'm very sure that it will reverse. Okay, it will reverse back to the position I have made my entry. Okay, so the things you'll be looking at before you enter a trade are this. You can see at this point, if you would have been an online, maybe you open your charts on this very day, you open your chart and you can see this was on 14th. Okay, on 14th of April 2023. Okay, by the time you open you saw this move. Okay, you saw this move, you saw the candle, this green candle above this moving average. Okay, above this moving average, you would have entered your buy at either this second candle. Okay, this second candle. Don't mind this move that this had. Okay, it's just like what is trying to happen here on this my recent trade. Okay, on this my recent trade. Don't bother. Okay, don't bother. This place now, you can see this was a support to this move here. Okay, was a support. Then so you have to pull back. Okay, so this was just like a shenanigan, just a shenanigan move. So but the right candle to enter your trade on was this. Okay, by the time you see that this candle pierced above the moving average and the second candle opened above the previous candle, you are likely or advised to enter your trade. And you can see that both indicators here also showed that this market will be moving up. Okay, you can see it shows that the market will be moving up. You can see this is MACD, and the MACD clearly shows that this market is on bullish. Okay, so like I said, even when you entered here and the market later dropped to 2 hours, for good 2 hours the market dropped, but after then it picked back. Okay, so that is why whenever entering a trade, because you have an option to sell, it is good you don't just take a few minutes, like a 30 minutes trade or 1 hour trade or 2 hours trade. You take a longer hours, like 4 to 5 hours. Okay, this will help you to correct some errors. Errors I mean is this. Okay, like what happened here. You can see you entered here and this 2 hours candle. these two and these two, and it went down, it dropped. Okay, so if you would have entered for 2 hours, you would have lose your money. So whenever you see this moving average below, okay, below the candlestick, and there was a green candle up and the second one was a green up, enter up to like 5 to 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours, or even up to 10 hours. Okay, even up to 10 hours, because you have option to sell. So you won't wait until, so it won't be like, okay, should I, does it mean that I will be waiting up to 3 hours before my trade will close? No, you can sell at any time. Okay, you can sell at any time. Just like if you are using a what I call it, a meta, was it a meta, using the platform, the other meta trade platform, you can easily set your take profit and stop loss. Okay, that is a very, so if you can also use it to, you can use that platform. Okay, it will help you to set take profit and stop loss. Okay, so but where you are using this particular platform now, and there's no way for you to set a take profit and stop loss, always like to take your trade up to like 5 to 10 hours. Okay, so that whichever error that occurs in terms of maybe where you are, the market did not move immediately to the direction you selected, you expected it to go, you'll be able to wait because you have additional time, okay, for the market to reverse and correct itself. So in that case, you will not be losing. Okay, so that is the perfect way to enter your trade. Okay, that's the perfect way to enter a trade. Remember what I told you? I said when you just open and you see that this candle, that there was a move, an upward trend, and this moving average is below the candle, and after the first candle that pierced the moving average, the next candle that opened above the previous candle. Okay, you can see from here to here, you can see there is a little gap. Okay, it's a little gap, which means this candle opened in a bullish form. And you look at your MACD that you've set, it has already showed that there is going to be a boom move on this market. So, and you see that this moving average is already, the parabolisa is already indicating a support, just like when something is moving up and you are giving it something to hold it or push it up. Okay, that's what this thing is serving. That's what this indicator is showing. Okay, the moving average is like a support pushing it up. Okay, and this parabolisa also like a support again pushing it up. It's telling you that yes, I will keep pushing this thing, I'm not tired yet. Okay, that is what that is trying to show. Okay, so that is that. And if you can see, the market went to a favorable point. If you have entered your market from here and for like 5 or 6 hours, you would have made a lot of money. Even if you enter to 3 days or so, you would have been in a good profit. Okay, so that is that for entering a trade. Okay, that is that for entering a trade and using the candlestick. So the reverse is still the case when it comes to this moving average. When this moving average is above this candle, okay, when it's above this candle and the parabolisa is above the candle and the MACD is on red, following this line, okay, following this line, if this line, like this line you are seeing, if this line has not crossed down this particular place, you can see this horizontal line where you have the green and red. Okay, if this line did not cross here, do not enter a trade, a sell entry. Do not make a sell entry. Likewise, what happened here, you discover that this market was moving down, okay, but it has not, the candle has not crossed this moving average. So do not enter a trade that, do not enter a sell, not making a sell entry until this candle, had it been this candle now, cross this red line, okay, cross this red line, and you can now cross this red line, the parabolista will be above, and this line also will cross this horizontal line, moving below this horizontal line with green and red. Of course, the candle will be showing red here, okay, so you can enter a sell. So just like what I said here, the same thing, the reverse is the case. When the market is moving down, you cannot enter the opposite, that is sell, okay, sell. So that is the second which we are talking about now. Okay, so let me show you something now. You know what I showed you here was the previous days, okay. So like you open your market today right now, and the candle is at this particular point. What do you do? Sometimes this is a very good entry point, okay. Like what I said, some people trade, like some people, they are not a day trader, okay, but for day trader they can trade all of this candle, okay. But for those who are not a day trader, they wait to see this kind of move, okay. They open their system and it's like this, they don't trade, they will leave it, okay. They wait until they see something like this, particular place where the moving average has taken over, ready to push, to move, okay. That's when they enter trade. And this kind of people trade with bigger money, okay. Like people that have up to $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, they can enter trade with $100, $200, $300, and the profit they will make will cover the other days they did not trade, okay. These people, they are like institutional trader. It's not like day traders like some of us that do trade daily and want daily profit. These guys can trade and leave their trade to run for 24 hours to 48 hours, okay. And they are likely to make profit, okay. They are likely to make profit because by the time they always target on this, they can do only 1 or 2 trades in a week, and they will be making a good money, okay. They will be making a good money. Like what we have here now, had it been you enter a trade from here and you left the trade to run for 1 day or 2 days, you know, you won't be making a small money here. You're making a bigger money here, okay. You're making a bigger money here. So but for day trader, let me show you this, okay. For day traders, you can see when you open your trade and it's at this particular point, the things you'll be reading or you'll be checking is this, okay. Like this you can see this horizontal line, this is a support, okay. This is support, okay, and this market pierces this support, okay, through this candle. You can see this candle that has this upper hammer, it pierces this support, conquer this support. Support is something that suppressed, okay, as the market was trying to go up, but it was suppressed down. That was what happened here. It was suppressed down, but it later picked up a back because it still has that strength, okay. So but when it got here, this one now that suppressed the previous market now became a resistance to this particular move. So but on getting to this particular point, it pushed up and pierced above the resistance. This is the resistance. It appears above the resistance, okay. Okay, that is the resistance. So it appear, you can see it, it appears above the resistance. So you can see it with this candle. So if you are a trader, a day trader, you, after you open your trade and you see this kind of move, what you can do is to enter a buy. Don't go and enter a sell. Okay, don't go and enter sell, because the market has actually showed you that it's going on. Okay, that is still moving upward, still the market is still bullish. So by the time if you enter sell, you might likely lose, because that is not the direction the market is moving. This is an upward direction. Okay, the market is trending upward. It's called bullish trend. Okay, the market is on bullish trend, it's not on bearish trend. Okay, so because this market has pierced this resistance, your probability of making a profit from a trade you entered here is over 95%. Is over 95% if you enter the market perfectly. Okay, and you can take something like 5 to 10 hours. 5 to 10 hours. Okay, that is to correct like what is happening here now. Okay, like what is happening here, this place now, the market has shown that it is going to move upward, but there is still a resistance that is making the market to not move freely. Okay, but I'm still positive with the analysis, because this resistance that this market has broken has formed a support to this entry. So this movement now is on a support. It's on a support. So if by mistake it breaks this support, so here it is now, you can see here it's on support. Here is on, it's on this place now. Currently it's on support. So if it pierce this, if it break out this line now to this to drop down, okay, to drop down, it will still meet this support. This is another support. You can see my mouse, this particular place, another support, which will be another resistance for it to drop further. So from here now, if the market drop to this point, it can bounce back. Okay, you can see what is going here: up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so that is what may likely occur here. So if I have entered my trade like 5 hours to 10 hours, I don't need to bother, because even when it drop down, I am sure that the market will still go up. Okay, if you just do this up, down, that is to just do the up, down, up. Okay, and when it goes up, then I can now take a profit. Okay, or you may be lucky the market keep going from there. Okay, so that is a way you can be using technical analysis in candle analysis to make profit on a daily basis. Okay, as you can use candle analysis, indicators, moving average to make profit on a daily basis. Then another thing I want to expose to you here is this. Okay, you can see this moving average from this particular angle. You can see the level it has moved to, very long distance. Okay, from here to this particular place, very long distance. Okay, if this market, if you don't want to trade, okay, you can leave this movement to go until this candle return back to cross over. Let's see what I'm trying to tell you here. Okay, let's see what I'm trying to tell you here. And this market, okay, you can see what happened here too. So this market has been on a very long move since this month, since on the 10th of this month, and that particular place I showed you was on the 14th. So since 10 days ago now the market has been moving favorably. So okay, let's see. Okay, did you see what I was trying to tell you? This is it. This is it. This is it. Okay, you see the candle, the moving average has been moving up, has been supporting this trade for a very long time, but by the time it dropped, okay, by the time it crossed the candle crossover, you see what happened here? The candle crossed over from here, okay, and it's moved back. And when you check here, okay, when you check here, you will see that here is now a support, and this support has now become a resistance to this market. Okay, this now has now become a support to this market. So by the time it crossed this candle, this moving average was above it. It later pulled back when it got to the support here, because this has formed a support. It's now a problem for the market to keep falling. So but it pulled back, and unknowingly this again has formed another resistance. So it has become another resistance for the market, and by the time it got to that resistance, it pushed it back. So if something like this happen, okay, because this candle has been coming from a long journey to this particular place, when this thing happen also, know that this moving average will run down to a longer journey. Okay, you can see what happened when it faces down. The moving average faces down, it went all the way from this particular point down to almost 4 days, almost 3 or 4 days. Okay, almost 3 days, 1 2 3. Okay, so and when it crosses back, see, for 4 good days, more than 4 days, 5 6 days, wow. So that is the reason I told you that some people don't trade every day. They wait till they see this such move. Okay, so you can see by the time it's the market now managed to cross over, and the moving average has been here. Okay, it shows that. And see, this is what I want you to do. You have watched that the moving average above the candle ran a very long journey to the point where it is now, and it has crossed, the candle has crossed now, so the moving average is below now. Okay, at this junction, at this particular point, if you enter a buy for 2-3 days, you don't have problem. For 24 hours, 48 hours, you don't have problem. You can take profit when you are satisfied that to take profit. But before you do that, before you enter a long time trade like this, make sure that this moving average, the bear channel, the bear trend has run on a very long journey before it cross. So when it cross like this, even if you enter from here, you would be making money. Some people will still wait for it. Okay, for some people will still wait for it to come down and bounce back before they enter. But whenever you see something like this, that this moving average has come a long way and is now below the candle with a kind of this type of space, a white space like this, it has shown that yes, this moving average is ready to run for a longer time. So if you enter any trade here, enter longer hour. Okay, longer hour. It will help you to correct the market, to correct some error, and you will make your profit. I'm very sure of that. I can assure you that. Okay, so don't be scared when you are trading with technical analysis. If you make your analysis well, don't be scared. Like what I did here, I'm not scared because one, I have a bigger fund. in place, and I know that the market, the trend, the signal I entered my trade with is going to move upward. I'm sure of that. Okay, even if it bounce back, there is a support here that will push the market back. Okay, so I am very sure of that. Though I'm 99 90 let's say 98% sure that the market is going to come in favor. Okay, so the other 2% is where the market could go crazy, because that is forex. You can't control it. It can go crazy at times. Okay, can go crazy at times and fade, but if you do your analysis well, you always make profit. So guys, we'll drop this video here. In my next video, we'll be talking about another asset. Okay, you can see we talked what we talked about now is on volatility 75 1S index. Okay, we will be talking about bull market, how to trade bull market and bear market. We'll be talking about how to trade forex, forex PS, USDT, and other currency. We'll be talking about how to trade Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. So I want you to stay with me in this channel. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. Turn on your notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, the videos training, you will be notified by YouTube. Okay, so glad to see you. Like I said, if you have not registered, go to this video description. You will see a link to register to binary.com and verify your account so that you will be ready to practice the strategy. Like I always said, use demo to practice before you start trading with your real money. Once you master it and see that yes, this strategy works, before you start with real money. Okay, so thank you guys and remain blessed. Go to the video description. You will watch the previous video. You will see the link to check proof of previous trade that I've had with these strategies, with this technical trading. You will see the strategies proof result of the strategies through the links in this video description, and other details, how you can register, how you can watch the previous video and set up your account. So thank you guys, love you. Till next we see. Bye. It was